can't do Tinder ads anymore, but then he can do hugging ads.
Welcome to YouTube's favorite K-pop show, DK News. David Kim.
Today we have lots and lots of hot ass tea for you.
First off, EXO Chen is getting married and he has a blessing coming through.
And second, we have Parasite director Bong-joon-ho making Korean film history.
And last but not least, BTS finally reveals what BTS Connect project is.
Okay, but before we go on, we have some
happy news.
We have Monsta X announcing on January 13th the 17 dates in 17 cities for their North American tour in the summer of 2020.
And second, GA, former member of What's Up, came out as a bisexual and has revealed that she has a girlfriend. Yay! On January 11th, GA posted on Instagram, "I love man and woman. Can you understand? I have a lovely girlfriend. So happy."
Okay,
A little awkward grammar there, but
she's happy.
yeah,
Who
definitely.
cares?
Yeah, so definitely not a common thing among celebrities, especially idols coming out from their closets. But this could be a sign that Korea is becoming more of an open-minded society.
Okay, and last but not least, DNOI, we collab with them for our movie. Go check that out. Released a new single called Cheeky. It's a bop, and ENOI themselves explain it on DKDKTV. I think the video will come very soon, and they have a video message for us. So play the clip, Sarah.
Yes, we can! 안녕하십니까, 이해노입니다.
이해노이가 드디어 1월 12일 레드 인 더 애플 첫 번째 미니 앨범으로 여러분 곁에 돌아왔습니다.
와! 컴백!
이번 앨범은 저희 팀 막내인 권군과의 대화에서 비롯된 앨범인데요. 의지와 열정 그런 것들의 근원은 어디에서부터 오는가라는 원론적인 질문을 던지면서 시작하는 앨범입니다. 정말 열심히 제가 준비한 타이틀곡과 멤버들이 모두 참여해서 손수 만든 4개의 트랙들로 구성되어 있는 앨범이니까 많은 사랑 부탁드리도록 하겠습니다.
그럼 이제 저희 포인트 한 번만 보러 가실까요?
하나, 둘, 셋!
뿅! 속에 퍼져나가는 너의 웃음꽃 때문에 내 심장이 터져버릴 듯날 제어 못하게
Don't forget to like
and subscribe to DKDKTV!
Yeah!
First news. So EXO Chen is getting married. Woo! And he is blessed. What does blessed mean? So EXO Chen announced his marriage in a handwritten letter to his fans, and let's just take a look at what he said first. So he said,
"Hi, this is Chen. I'm writing because I have something to tell you. I don't know how to start, and I'm very nervous to tell you the news. But I wanted to be the first to tell my fans who showed love and support for me, so I'm writing despite my lack of writing. I have a girlfriend who I want to spend the rest of my life with." So at first, I was worried about the consequences of my decision, but I was discussing it with the label and the members on how to deliver this, so you won't be surprised out of the blue.
We were definitely surprised.
But then I was blessed with good news. He was blessed with good news.
Now that I couldn't do what I have been planning with my label and members, I worked up my courage, though I'm not fully prepared due to this blessing. I couldn't hold it any longer. I appreciate my members who genuinely congratulated me, and thank you very much for your love and support. I will be forever grateful for your love, and I will do best in my place, as usual, to reciprocate your love. Thank you, always.
So while this totally out of the blue news definitely made everyone shook, including us, there was some chaos among the fan community on whether the blessing he meant was the indication of pregnancy. It was kind of
obvious.
ambiguous in the first place, in the beginning.
obvious.
Yeah, for Korean context, 축복 usually means a child.
kid, yeah.
But he didn't really say the actual word
Right,
child,
right,
so
right,
everyone, like especially the global community, was kind of confused. But SM came through and clarified, revealing that he did have a child, but didn't disclose since when. So we don't know how
Actually, we
long. Oh, really?
It's 7 months.
No, that's a rumor. And,
really?
and SM asked for fans not to spread any false rumors
I'm sorry. Don't
or
sue me,
try
SM.
to speculate anything on their private matters.
I mean, we'll know when it comes out. I'm sorry. Don't
Or
sue
try.
me, SM.
SM asked for the fan support and blessings as well. And the tricky part is, though, how the fans reacted to this news. It's not an exaggeration to say that the fans are divided into exactly at half.
Yeah.
Which many articles have observed and stated as well. This is not an observation of DKDKTV.
Many articles stated that, of course, one half is celebrating about this good news and is supporting him of taking responsibility,
Right.
but the other half is actually demanding to the extent of Chen leaving including EXO. And here are some comments.
제대로 모르면서 기사 쓰는 먹을 등장 크크크 잘 모르면 냉철한 척 기사를 쓰지 말던가 크크크 팬들이 결혼해서 연애에서 탈퇴하려거나 결혼 발표로 엑소는 하루아침에 모델이었던 광고계약 해지에 혼전 임신 유부남 후유 그룹 등 아이돌에게 이미지가 얼마나 중요한지 아십 첸만 엑소임 다른 멤버들은 엑소 아니냐고 크크크 이번 결정에서 member 팬에 대한 배려 1도 없었어 1군 탑 떠올린 멤버들이 얘 때문에 같이 싸잡혀서 아들 유부남 이런 키워드로 묶인 것도 큰 게임 크크크 솔로 가수인데 결혼하면 누가 뭐라 나도 응원할 수 있어.
Kim Jong-dae, please take responsibility to the group that you've dirtied, not only your child. What are you going to do about the ruined image and schedules?
The problem with this announcement was that it was between members' birthdays and the day before a member's press call. But he did not apologize for this bad timing, and all the fans already knew that he had a girlfriend and let it by because he's human too. And if you don't know about it, if you're from another fandom, don't talk about it.
Don't judge XOL that are hating on Chen.
Right.
Okay. Oh damn. Kim Jong-dae, please leave. Laugh, laugh. You need to leave after making EXO's career and image into this position. Even right now, if you search EXO, the related keywords are husband idol, premarital pregnancy idol. What fan would be happy about this? And also, Kim Jong-dae had some issues when he was dating within the fandom, and there was some tension. So if you don't know anything about the inner XOL situation, please shut the fuck up. And does everybody truly think that we want to date and marry these idols? And that's why we're standing them. Stop looking down on idol fans.
This is kind of funny. Is dating and being a father the same?
Good point.
Okay.
It's not necessarily the same.
So the reason I didn't pick any positive comments are because the positive comments are pretty obvious. They're supportive, like, oh, you're being such a responsible dad, like, blah, blah, blah. I wish the best for your marriage. But this is the opposite side. I haven't seen a lot of international fans actually bash Chen or criticize him.
There was anybody.
Yeah, everybody was like blessing him. I think there is a side of KXOLs, and I didn't know about the situation either. But according to these comments, apparently EXO had some press calls coming, and there were birthdays of other members, and also they had advertisement deals with brands.
Why is
And
that broken because of a marriage though? I don't understand.
let's make a hypothetical guess. If the brand was like a beer brand, like I don't think if a father figure came out and drank that beer, a lot of people would think it's young or, you know, trendy or something like
so
that.
his image has changed from a single guy to now a married and father of a baby.
Yeah, so their image has shifted, so it might have affected their future deals with brands, which are financial effects to the other members as well. So the fans are furious that Chen had no consideration for their other members, and he didn't have any consideration for their fans as well. So what do you think about this whole incident? And
It's obvious, like we always say this.
What?
Whenever dating scandals happen, like there's always fans that are trying to leave
Yeah.
the fandom. A lot of times it's divided. Just today I was seeing some hashtags on Twitter that was trending, saying like Chen leave EXO now or blah blah blah. Things like that.
Yeah.
Very negative
it was
stuff.
Korean hashtags, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I think those are exactly the fans that are actually ruining the image and that are ruining the marketing contracts that they have. A regular person, when they see someone, you know, celebrity get married, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, congrats, or they won't care. But these people who are claiming that their image is ruined is actually the ones that are ruining their own image, because once, you know, normal people see those kind of comments, they're gonna think like, oh my god, this is all like crazy people.
Yeah.
Right? So I feel like they're the ones that are shooting themselves in the foot.
I mean, I understand both sides as well. I necessarily agree to them, but I can understand where they're coming from, because, like, as we hypothetically stated priorly, let's say your advertising product would move from trendy AirPods to kids' snacks. So, like,
You could like be on the face of diapers, like Huggies.
let's take an extreme example here. Let's say EXO was designated for the Tinder ad.
Right.
Can Chen appear there anymore?
No.
No, right? So,
Here's the thing.
yeah.
He has closed a few doors
Yeah.
of opportunities.
Yeah.
He has opened new doors of
Yeah.
opportunities. I don't think he's losing out on anything. For example, he can't do Tinder ads anymore, but then he can do Huggies ads.
ads.
So it's like it's a trade-off. I honestly think now that Chen has taken the bullet for the team,
Yeah.
I think the other members could probably be happy. Because not only is he getting married, but now it sets the precedent
Yeah.
for them to, you know, openly get married or openly date and be a little bit more free. I think Chen has given them a little bit of a fresh air. I find it funny that people are even praising that
Yeah.
he's taking responsibility. Oh, he's such a responsible
Yeah,
person.
yeah, yeah.
You got your girlfriend pregnant.
I know.
You take responsibility. What are you?
No, you gotta know that why the bar is low here. Why people think he's a responsible being is because like usually these young and rich idols don't actually take responsibility. Their reputations are pretty dirty.
Actually, just a few days before this Chen news broke out, a group of A-list actors in Korea, their Kakao group chat got leaked, and basically it showed, like someone was married and he was trying to like all these like young girls in their 20s and this dude was like in the 40s
and everybody in the comments were like, I knew like the celebrity field was dirty, but I didn't know it was this dirty. I guess all celebrities are really this dirty. People were just shocked. So I guess right after that news, like this news came and then it was a big comparison and people were like, oh, he's taking responsibility. I mean, congratulations to him. So I guess these fans wanted some respect because they invest a lot of time and money for supporting him, but he kind of like disrespected their love and not really like...
whatever. Get a life, people.
I personally don't agree to these fans, but I do kind of feel where they're coming from.
Next news. Parasite director Bong Joon-ho makes Korean film history. Bong Joon-ho's Parasite has been really taking the world by storm, and it just made Korean film history, or maybe just film history, as it was nominated for not 1, not 2, but 6 Oscars. Holy crap. The nominees for the 92nd Academy Awards was announced on the 13th of January, and Parasite was on the list for Best Picture, as well as Best Directing, Original Screenplay, Editing, Production Design, and International Feature. And Bong Joon-ho was in disbelief from the announcement, saying in an interview on the 13th, I think I will wake up and soon realize it was all a dream. I know I will wake up and be on the shoot of Parasite, but I'm happy for the moment for now. Many, including him, were expecting the film to be nominated for International Feature and maybe a few other categories, but to be included in these major fields is a great honor and a remarkable feat for a Korean film. It is the first Korean feature-length film to be nominated at any category at the Oscars.
Wow.
So it's a first, and a very big first.
Wow.
Other nominees for Best Pictures include some tough competition, as Sarah is showing you here right now, this list. There's Joker. Have you watched Joker? Have you watched Ford versus Ferrari?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, some good-ass movies.
I don't think Ford versus Ferrari is that good.
That's like a very glorified American film. Joker is a really good movie.
Yeah,
it's kind of similar in themes to Parasite. But anyway, recently HBO announced that they're creating Parasite into a TV series. Yeah. Which is, I don't know how that's gonna turn out. What do you think?
I don't know. Like it's probably gonna get Hollywoodized, Hollywoodish, and probably ruin the actual original film. So
I have very low expectations.
Yeah, me too.
And this Snowpiercer is also getting created by into TV series by TNT.
Yeah.
Which I have even lower expectations because I saw the trailer and it's exactly like the movie Snowpiercer. Literally, it looks the same, except the characters are different.
Yeah.
So that's all great news for Korean film and Bong Joon-ho and Parasite. I just wanted to take this time to show our ducks, our international ducks, one more Korean film that we want to recommend to them.
Oh, it's DKDK pick.
Editor's pick.
I honestly think this film is better than Parasite. It's Old Boy. It's a very grotesque film in some way. It talks about... And there's a lot of very grotesque scenes as well, like eating live octopus. The actual theme itself is very peculiar. You're trapped in this room for like multiple years, and then you get outside, and there's like this social experiment on how that guy's gonna act when he's released from that state. And there's this whole revenge journey and stuff like that. So the charisma of the actors and the whole grotesque feeling just adds up, makes it into a very wholesome film. These forbidden and taboo themes are what makes this film actually great, because no one actually talks about them, and they're very like dark, but at the same time this story has power to catch the interest of the public and make a hypothetical guess in everyone's mind, like, oh, what would happen if I were in that state?
It's really weird.
Yeah, it's really weird. It actually has an open conclusion, so
let's not get to spoilers.
Yeah.
One more film to recommend. It's Mother, also by Bong Joon-ho. It's a film about a mother's love for her son. The son is mentally challenged. One day day he becomes a suspect of a murder case, and the mother tries to save the son by trying to find the actual murderer. And it shows how far mothers are willing to go to save their son. It's very Korean, kind of like Oldboy. It has very multi-dimensional aspects. It's not very clear who's good or bad.
The climax of Mother,
Oh.
that in the bus. When
yeah.
the mother goes crazy.
No, stop spoiling the movie.
No, it's not. It's not
a spoiler.
No, it's not a spoiler.
Yeah, it is a spoiler. Okay.
The mother just dances crazy. I'll just tell.
That's
I'll
a
just stop
spoiler.
there.
That's like the last scene.
I'll just stop
That's
there.
not even the
No.
climax. That's the last scene.
People won't know whatever without context.
No,
So, anyways,
no.
the
Oh my
mother goes
God.
crazy in the
Oh,
bus
you just
and
ruined
dances.
the movie.
So
You just ruined the
expect
movie.
that scene.
Edit this out. Okay.
Without context, you don't know anything.
No,
You can't-
this is terrible.
What? It's just a
this
scene.
This is terrible.
It's just a scene.
You just ruined the movie.
No.
Okay, on to the next news.
Okay, next news. So BTS connects with contemporary art through Connect BTS project.
Okay.
Ooh. Since BTS has revealed their new album Map of the Soul 7 concept and comeback date, ARMYs have been excited. Go watch our interlude shadow reaction and explain video. And on the revealed comeback map, which is composed of 4 phases, there are lines that read Connect BTS. Online, London, Berlin, Buenos Aires, Seoul, NYC, and there were a lot of speculations on what this meant, as pictures of Jungkook, RM, Suga posing in front of all these locations of these cities were posted on Twitter. But on the 14th, BTS finally unveiled what Connect BTS is by attending their global contemporary art project Connect BTS in Serpentine Gallery, UK through video call.
Through video call.
Connect. Hyperconnect through technology. According to its official website, Connect BTS is a global project to connect 5 cities and 22 artists, each of whom contributes their unique philosophy and imagination to it. This project aims to redefine the relationships between art and music.
The material and immaterial, artists and their audiences, artists, and theory and practice.
Connecting
a lot.
everything.
Hyperconnect.
Vice versa.
Yes. So Connect BTS may be described in terms of a collective curatorial practice by curators around the world who resonated with BTS's philosophy.
Artist director Hans Ulrich Arbrist hosted the reveal of a series of major art projects that will show in the previously listed cities, all with free admittance.
Oh, so we can go to the Seoul one.
DDP, yes. Under the direction of Korean curator Taehyung Lee, 5 curators, including directors at Berlin's Grow Plus Bao, London's Serpentine, and NYC's Alta Art Production, have drawn together the work of 22 artists, including Anthony Gormley, Thomas Saraceno, and Bill Fontana.
I know 0 people.
Me neither. Each exhibition has a theme on contemporary social issues such as environment, gender, race, etc. Curator Lee answered to the question, why is it BTS? What makes BTS connected to this project?
Right.
He answered, first of all, BTS's powerful message, I guess love yourself, right?
Right.
And he also mentioned that BTS has become a global group worth noting. Also, BTS's philosophy in the form of support for diversity and love and care. Wow. Art cannot change the world, but we can influence people to do so. Oh, big
so
and
deep.
deep words. And now, what BTS said. Well, first, Jin stated the purpose of their project at the event, and he said, we all live in different cultures and languages, but there is a significance in us gathering to talk about topics such as diversity and spread messages of positivity. We can make a connected world with each other's diversities rather than getting split and divided by them. Oh. And Jungkook stated, I had a chance to talk with the artists, and we saw similarities from the artists in that they complete their art together with the audience, just like how we do at concerts by performing.
Suga stated that music communicates throughout borders, which art does too. I'm really grateful that we can give positive influence through art as well. And J-Hope stated that I think the value of public art shines even more when it is shared. We wish the project can show our gratefulness towards the supportive ARMY and audiences.
So many big news networks covered this project, such as AFP saying that K-pop pioneer BTS reveals plans for global contemporary art project. Wow. And the art newspaper titled Hallyu has hit the art sector now. The Times said one of the most unexpected collaborations, K-pop meets contemporary
It is
art.
unexpected.
Yeah.
That's only something that probably Big could do.
All the projects will be held consecutively and simultaneously around the global venues with a common theme of connection and diversity. diversity. Each exhibition will have a special video of BTS explaining the artworks exhibited. Specific artworks and artistic concepts along with the exhibition info can be found on the official homepage, www.connectbts.com. It will not be covered in DK News.
Oh, is this an ad? Did I just watch an ad?
Yes. I'm too lazy to do research on all the respective artists and their work, so
I'm sure
I did
they're
not
great artists.
include them. Go look for yourselves on the official website.
Right, and go
Yeah.
travel to those cities. See, I kind of knew about this, and when I first heard this news, okay, this is something that only Big Hit could do because they have the money, they have the network and the influence. I'm just really happy that they're really pushing the boundaries of what a K-pop idol can do, delving into all these different fields like contemporary art, which prior to this project, maybe G-Dragon, he paints.
Yeah.
But like it's very rare to see these kind of mashups. It just makes me want to see more of what they have behind the scenes waiting for us.
I might make Danny pissed. We had this conversation before. Danny kind of expected a little bit more. He had high expectations on BTS to be a little bit more political.
But I kind of accepted that they're not going to be that political.
I had different views because like they already have a good message, very universal and simple message. I kind of disagreed on them getting political because that's first of all not their image. They're nothing like, I don't know, rock bands that preach about world peace, ending poverty and stuff like that. I mean, they can do those roles.
They have the platform.
Yeah, they have the platform and they can use it, but I think this is the smart way to do it. They're not directly preaching or serving messages about world peace, diversity, racism, environment and all, but they're actually funding, supporting, they're like indirectly supporting all these good causes through other artists. And I think this kind of collaboration is a very good method in actually boosting BTS's image marketing-wise too, but actually like conveying what they want to share. But they have their own roles and they have their own sector as being a musician, and they have their limits as well. They can expand their influence by mashing up with these contemporary artists, and I think this is a brilliant and smart move. It feels like Big Hit has become so rich now. BTS has become so huge that they're like...
They can do whatever they want. Their imagination is their only limit to these kind of projects. This is a good way to expand their market, I think. The typical crowd that goes to K-pop concerts versus the typical crowd that goes to contemporary art museums, it's very different. I think this would be a very good introduction for people who go to those museums and galleries to BTS, and also vice versa, where ARMYs could go to contemporary museums, which they might not normally go to. Good project.
Yeah,
I'd like
so
to applaud it.
as soon as I saw this news, I thought of our discussion whether BTS should go one step further and be a little bit more political. There was like a back and forth discussion, but I think this is the exact middle ground, and I would like to compare it to like the medieval ages mecenates of like Da Vinci. They wanted to support art, artistic values to be spread towards people, but they themselves, they're not artists. They can't do everything by their own, but they can fund and they can support these artists that do their own sector or message, and they can all like make the world a better place. All in all, I think this is a wonderful move, extremely smart. To be honest, the contemporary art sector is very difficult to understand, but as the curator and BTS said as well, it's all about diversity and all about connecting and communicating and completing the art with the audience, and I think that's how contemporary art is to be consumed or like respected. And furthermore, I'm very proud of them because these topics, these issues are very hard to actually speak about. These issues are very sensitive in Korean society. If this is a very big part of their new album, I mean, they could invest a little bit of time. You know, V likes to paint. Maybe there is something like that.
I think people would have been way more interested if there was like something that was painted by BTS.
Yeah, I mean, not even painting. Like Suga could produce the ambient sound of the exhibition hall, something like that. Some kind of, you know, crossover.
Yeah,
and
like not just like there's a video of BTS.
A label of BTS saying we funded this. A little bit more crossover would have been better.
I agree, but they're really busy, and I'm sure like this alone probably took a lot. I'll just say this is a very small little project for them. I think they have a way bigger project coming very soon, maybe next year.
Feels like you have some info about it.
I don't have a feeling that something really, really big, very big, is gonna happen next year.
Whoops. ARM's running for president?
They're going to the moon.
Actually, technically did go to the moon already.
How?
Through that music sent in the spaceship.
We talked about like how I always think they should go more political.
Yeah.
And honestly, I still think that, but I kind of
A little bit more than this?
yeah. No, I think they should just speak out loud. I'm sure like that's like a terrible business move for them.
Yeah, this is a debate for another day.
Okay, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Sarah. But I'll just say this.
Yeah.
You have a platform, you're doing many great things like this one here, but I think you could be a little bit more firm. Maybe say something about those crazy people. The ones that, you know, when Chen gets married, people get pissed off.
I don't know. I think they have a working message. It's simple but
Yeah, it's good.
universal.
It's good.
It's family friendly,
Safe.
and very safe. There's nothing wrong about safe.
I'm not complaining.
Yeah, and also if you're gonna promote diversity, you have to acknowledge the fact that both sides or multi-dimensional sides exist, and not everyone. Just because the majority thinks like that, this is right. Like in Korea, there's a lot of issues about racism and LGBT, but just because the majority thinks like this, that's not right. So like, there's always cultural relativity and stuff like that. So I think for BTS, they're just doing the perfect move right now.
Just say something to North Korea, maybe.
What?
Next
What is
news.
this obsession with North Korea? There's no next news. It's the end of.
Okay, well, that's it for DK News. BTS, please say something about North Korea. Stop building nukes, man. It's not cool.
What?
I hate North Korea.
In Korea, they could never do that.
Anyway, that's it for DK News today. Wow, that was a long one. A lot of news that we didn't cover, but it's okay because we have the podcast on patreon.com/DKDKTV where we talk about a lot of stuff. This week's podcast, this girl that got canceled hardcore, extreme canceling. This teacher, she said something about
Jean.
she said something about what's Yongja? She said something about welding. She's a math teacher, and she said something about welding, and she got canceled hardcore. No. It's exciting. It's
I feel
funny.
bad for her, to be honest.
She's actually a college alumni.
She's hot. She looks like Chaeyoung and Yeji.
Yeah, she looks like Chaeyoung from Twice.
Oh. Yeah.
Anyway, that news is in the podcast, so go check it out, patreon.com/DKDKTV, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.